Combat settles down, and you now are in what was once you believed to be a forge.
Investigation.
Yeah, give me investigation.
22.
That's a natural 20. 22.
Oh, never mind. Boom.
All right. Looking around, you notice that the conveyor system is currently broken, but you also discover its systems to get it back up and operational. Much like the elevator in the other room, you notice a crystal that is dull and no longer being powered.
Okay. I'm going to help Robert fix it.
Robert, give me an Arcana roll with advantage.
The first one was a natural 20. Let's see if I can get better than that.
I got a 30 on the second one.
All right, then it'll be a 28.
All right, you successfully fix the broken machinery. Does anyone want to spend a spell slot to get it back up and operational?
I could use one. I haven't used one yet.
Okay.
All right. You touch the crystal and let your magic flow into it. It once again starts humming with energy, and as the buckets now start moving down this shaft over here and back up.
So what were they doing in here if this wasn't moving? Just banging on the anvils?
As Robert would know, because he looked, if he remembers.
They were pantomiming what they would have done had they not been stupid.
Oh.
Yes. So you translate that from Robert as in these creatures, especially with how effective the Divine Smite was, were most likely undead and were miming what they did in life.
Okay, that's really weird. So they weren't actually doing anything useful.
Also, while investigating around with that Nat 20, you discover amongst the ruined scrap and metal that was once being forged here some stuff worth taking.
Ooh.
You find a set of bracers and also a bronze breastplate studded with quartz.
Interesting.
You got a Nat 20 in Arcana to fix everything. Because of that Nat 20, I'll honor this as well. When you see the bracers that Oris finds, with the runes and everything and your expertise in Arcana, you recognize them as bracers of archery.
Ooh. I will tell him that.
Do any of us use a bow?
Nick sometimes does.
Sometimes. Bracers of archery.
How many... We probably all have our spells slots. Or not spell slots, magic.
Gerald has one attunement slot left. Not Gerald.
I have an attunement slot left as well.
Oh, you do?
Oh, it gives me proficiency. Yeah, could I get this?
Yeah.
Do you already have proficiency?
Oh yeah, you're right, I do.
Is that all it does?
Plus I get a +2 bonus to damage rolls on ranged attack made with such weapons. That would very much incentivize me to start doing stealth attack again.
Yeah, I give them to Frito.
Yes, I believe you do have to attune to it, so at the next short or long rest, you can get the full advantage of having them.
Sounds good. Oh, excuse me.
And does the breastplate look special in any way?
With the Arcana, which we sort of substitute for smithing as well, you recognize that it's not magical. It's just worth money. You don't know how much, though.
Goal in my eyes, then. Oh, so funny.
So Frito gets the bracers. I'll just put the breastplate in my backpack. I guess I don't fucking know.
That is all you notice. It's a Nat 20. I have to honor that Nat 20. You look through the glass. And we're gonna do a little bit of a jump skip. Not jump skip, but
What glass?
As I mentioned when I described it, the wall above the blue lava is glass looking down.
Oh,
So you see down below you a blue room sitting on the lava with a walkway below you.
Blue room.
That's where the king brain is.
If you look farther down on the map, you see what I'm talking about.
Right, okay. So that's like far out or down?
Down and out.
Oh, okay. Are we able to access the path that leads to it?
No, it is below you.
Interesting. So the mine shaft.
The mine shaft or you think probably the conveyor belt would take you down below as well, but you would have to climb into one of the buckets.
Which is awesome of an idea to do. Would we fit in a bucket?
Yes, you would fit in one of them.
Riding in a bucket is the funnest way to do what I want to do, but it also leaves us the most exposed, I feel like. Because we don't know where this leads us.
Correct.
But I really want to do it. That said, can anyone heal me?
Thea, how much health are you missing?
12.
12? Thea will use 12 of her lay on hands to heal you.
Sick.
But that leaves her with 3 hit points left she can heal.
Robert, I see the look in your eyes. You want to get in a bucket, don't you?
Feel like you're projecting.
Fine, I want to get in the bucket.
But yes, I want to get in a bucket.
Okay, there we go. I just don't want to be alone in the decision.
I wanted to jump down the hole, but yeah.
Are we
Buckets
looking
sound
at
fun,
Betsy
too.
or the other room or anything else up here? Or are we getting
Oh yeah, I forgot there's other things here. The buckets can wait. We've got other people to deal with. We have to free
True.
Bessie, and then we can free Willy.
Free Joe.
I'm gonna free my Willy right now. Say the word.
You're a pervert. All right, let's go.
Alright, do we... is your darkness dispelled by this point?
It lasts 10 minutes, but I'll get rid of it.
You get rid of it. Okay. So people make their way back into the corridor quietly. I don't know who's specifically leading you guys. You can make that decision.
Probably
But
Thea.
it seems like the goblins did not notice the darkness.
Nice.
What a bunch of idiots.
So we just charging in?
Robert, how many shatter spells you got left?
All of them.
All right, let's go.
Robert's gonna tiptoe by the window, down the hall, over to the other area.
Give me stealth.
Immediately turn to see me Grinch walking. 22 again.
Alright, yeah, that's going to be enough. So you want to go like here?
Yeah.
Okay. And then...
I'll get ready to shatter when someone else attacks.
Okay.
Or, like, gets seen.
So not getting any direction and Thea not being very stealthily in her stealth is
Before
just going
she-
to turn the corner.
Yeah, as she does that, I'm gonna have Tip go invisible and go into the room as well.
So she barges in. Blue tinted lava flows through geometric carvings that run along the wall's top edges, bathing the room in eerie light. 3 rectangular stone tables stretch the length of the room, along with several sets of stone benches. A handful of goblins sit at these tables, shoveling gritty white porridge into their mouths. One side of the room, a window provides a view of the outpost kitchen. Barging in and not trying to be stealthful, there won't be a surprise round. But all the goblins panic, seeing this heavily armored elf barge into the room, sword of fire. And we are going to have initiative.
Wahoo! I got a 19 for initiative. Let's go.
12.
23. Meh.
Is that a nat 20 or 19?
No, it's not.
Thea somehow got a 7. Oh, that is an interesting combat setup. You're first, Robert.
I poke my head around and shatter in the middle of the square.
And you get all those people.
Yeah.
Oh my.
All right, what type of saving throw do they make?
Shatter is going to be a con of 15.
Why don't you roll the damage?
Okay.
And you said 15, right?
Yeah.
All right, so of the regular-looking goblins you caught, 2 succeeded and 2 failed.
Grab my D8.
And are you upcasting this or just doing it at first level?
Level 2.
How much damage?
21.
21. So that halved would be 11? No, 10.
10 if we're going down.
All right, so all 4 of the regular goblins caught in the blast radius, their heads sort of, their eardrums squirt blood, and they all collapse to the ground.
Bruh. Oh my god. It's
Regular
super fun.
goblin. Remember when we did our first session, you guys really struggled with regular goblins? They suck now, don't they?
Me.
They're some ass.
All right, so that is, so let's get the 2 brawling. In con save, right? Right.
Yep.
Those 2 failed, and this is thunder damage.
Yeah.
21. Both of the more beefier looking goblins failed.
No way, boy.
Sometimes you guys have a very good strategy for dealing with stuff. And then the most nasty looking goblin that you caught also failed.
Get his keys.
But these aren't. So, good job. You severely damaged several goblins and outright killed 4 of them.
Light work for a big Bobby.
Any bonus action? Movement.
Robert's gonna let's see if I have to tap people or I see them. Okay. Pull out the ruler. Well. Robert points at Oris, hits him with the Mantle of Inspiration, and gives him the temporary HP, and he can move up to his speed without provoking attacks of opportunity.
As a reaction.
Yeah.
Well, how much
what is
HP?
Yeah.
8.
Cool. And how far can I move? Just tell me the 2 things you
30.
said again.
So
I
it'd
can
be
move
15
past Frito.
Yeah, that would be difficult terrain, so it'd be 15 feet to get on the other side of it.
Alright, I guess I'll just move here for now.
Anything else?
Nope.
That will now be Frito.
All right. Frito is gonna pull up and rapier this guy. Try and finish him off.
All right, give me a roll.
Actually, I'm gonna move here instead and attack this one because then I get a stealth attack if I hit.
You do not. There is a wall between you and.
Oh fuck! Right, I forgot that was there. I guess it doesn't really matter then. I'll. Decisions. And it might be in my better interest to actually be back here. Thea's a bit more bulky than I am, and I'm going
That is
to
true.
firebolt this one upon further review.
Don't think you can see him from that angle. You could hit this one.
Not even on a diag. What if I was like right here? Could I hit it then?
I think both times the wall is like in your way.
Just go around Thea, I guess, and hit it. 22.
That hits.
Alright. That's gonna do 5 damage.
5 damage. All right.
And then I will disengage, cunning action, step back.
Right. You stealth your way in, stab a boy, and stealth sneak your way back out. You wound it greatly at its current setting. Now, the goblins go, but a great number of them are dead, so you can thank Andrew for that one. This goblin's going to close on Thea. This one is going to close there. And we got another one on Thea. Those 3 are going to surround Thea. This one's going to close. These 2 are going to. This one's going to move more in the center of the room. That one. Okay. So we got 1 attack on Thea. Misses. We got these 2 attacking. They attack twice. Both of those miss. And oh, we got 1 hit on Thea, which will do 10 damage. She gets punched by a fist that glows with green energy. The one near Robert will attack him 3 times with its scimitar in hand. That is a 13, a 17, and a 9. Do any of those hit?
The 17 does.
17. All right.
can
He
shield
hits
it.
him with the staff of these nuts.
So you're doing a shield from defense.
Yep.
All right. So first 2 you dodge out of the way. The third one looks like it's going to hit you. Bubble comes out and nothing happens. All right. All right. Then. Good thing you guys are in close quarters. Thea is going to make a wisdom saving throw. She passes. 17 halved to 8 damage of psychic variety as Thea starts hearing crazy whisperings in her head. She got dissonant whispers cast on her. Yeah, these are some serious enemies, but that brings us to Ors.
Alright, I'm gonna bonus action Hex this guy and then Eldritch Blast him. 10 to hit.
It does not hit, unfortunately.
I'm gonna give him disadvantage on wisdom
Saving throws. Alright. And just to confirm, it's the one directly in front of...
Yeah, the one that attacked 3 times, I think.
This is the one that attacked 3 times.
Okay, no, the other one.
Anything else? Bonus action, tip doing something?
Well, I already used my bonus action. I'll just move so I'm completely in the middle of 2 of my allies and do nothing else.
Alright. Thea is going to try to take some people down. Going to attack the one that is weakened, that Frito stabbed. 6 plus 8. That's not going to hit. He's going to swing again. This one hits, going for this middle one here. So that's 3, 6, 8, 10, 15 damage, which is enough to behead it once again, but then the mystical energy builds up, flows outwards, so people make a intelligence saving throw. She passed.
22?
You are out of the range, but thank you for making the roll.
Damn it, I just rolled well and that didn't mean shit.
The energy blasts out from the goblin as it dies. Its companion and Thea successfully save. However, the normal goblin next to him doesn't. It takes the full brunt of the mental explosion and dies.
Hooray!
Sometimes killing your enemy when they explode mentally has some benefits for you guys.
Only sometimes.
Only sometimes, though. That is Thea's turn, so we're going to go back up to Robert.
Robert's gonna stab the not thick boy with his poopy.
Alright.
A natural 20 to stab the poopy boy.
It's the one that's hexed, correct?
This one that has taken damage.
You stab forward, and you see the goblin do some hand gestures, and this green force of energy comes up, looking like it is trying to shield itself. But then you pierce right through it and do your damage. And Nat 20 with yours does something special, does it not? So you're going to do 8 plus 10 necrotic damage. Plus you get to roll up 1 more d8.
6.
So you're going to do 24 plus 3 for... You're going to do 27 damage, and you gain 10 temporary hit points. As you pierce into the goblin, and it's like black veins appear on it as it goes towards the sword, and then you see that energy travel along the sword and enter you, and you feel stronger.
Yummers.
Anything else you do?
Nah, I'm good.
Alright, Frito, that is you.
Alright, I can attack this one, right?
Yes.
My rapier? Okay, let's do that. How about a 23 to hit?
Hits.
Hitting, but I don't be quitting. That's gonna be 7.
11.
16. 20 motherfucking damage. That bitch is dead-zo.
They are indeed. So I will now need an intelligence saving throw.
Rockin' with your boy, I'm gonna get an intelligence saving throw of 24.
You are good, and so is Thea.
Good job, my brother. We rocking with you.
Survive.
Thank you. I feel so good hearing that.
Anything else on Frito's turn?
I'm gonna step into the room.
Alright.
And I'm gonna... Wait. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Actually, I'm just gonna pull up over to here.
Up over there. Alright. Next up are the goblins. Alright, so this goblin moves around and out over here. And then you... Thea sees this, but the rest of you don't. It builds up that same energy. You saw the one you were trying to question do, and releases it forwards towards Thea. And then in a 30-foot radius from this point here, so everyone is going to need to make a intelligence saving throw.
21.
20.
15.
Alright. Thea got a 14. So everyone got over a 13, correct?
Yes.
Sir.
Yeah.
Alright. You pass the saving throw, but you will still take half damage. I rolled like shit. So that's 7 So you take everyone takes 3 psychic damage.
I'll never financially recover from this.
I only have 1 temp health left. God damn it.
No.
I thought that was gonna be much bigger than it was, and it wasn't. Alright, regular Goblin's going to attempt to stab Andrew.
Who's Andrew?
Robert.
Ah,
An actual
fuck is
goblin
that
shows up in Andrew's house.
hey
What?
guys.
How did you know that?
Does an 18 hit you?
Yes. I hit him with the staff of these nuts again.
Mm,
I
gotta
run it back.
I gotta steal that staff from you. It's way too powerful. I need that shit in my life.
that dude is also dead. No, that dude's not dead. I was thinking about someone else. The other, more smart-looking goblin is going to swing its sword 3 times at Frito.
3 swings for Frito. Hip, hip.
So does a 25, a 24, or
Yes.
a 10 hit you?
No. Yes, no.
Glad the 10 doesn't hit.
Yeah, I was worried for a sec.
Right. On the first strike, you take 11 damage, and you will also have to subtract 1 from your next attack roll or saving throw.
Like 1 attack point?
Like, if you roll a 12, you got an 11.
Oh, okay.
Until the end of this goblin's next turn. And then on the other one, you take 12 damage and have to subtract a 3. So you now have to subtract 4 from your next attack roll. Are you going to use your... You have Uncanny Dodge now, right?
Oh, yeah, I forgot I do. Yeah.
Are you going to use that to negate any part of the damage?
Yeah, I'll do that. Could I do that with both? Or just one?
Just 1.
Alright, I'll do it with the second one, I guess.
Second one? So that was 12. So you take 6 instead of 12, so heal yourself for 12, I guess.
Thank you for reminding me.
Yes. But you do have to subtract 4 from your next roll.
Oh, that's fine.
That brings us to Oris.
Well, I kind of set it up last time, so I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the guy I shot last time, and then I'm gonna have Tip come out of invisibility and try to fuck up this dude.
Alright.
So to try to hit with Eldritch Blast is gonna be an 8.
That does not hit.
I'm so sorry, Andrew. Let's see if...
In the last combat, Nick was dog shit, now you're dog shit.
Yep. That's most combats, though. Meanwhile, Tip got a 23 to hit the other guy.
Did you roll with advantage for stealth?
No, I did not. Let's see if he gets a natural 20. He doesn't. 23.
Alright, that hits.
And then he needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
You got a nat 1, so he fails that.
So it's going to be 4 plus 14, 17 damage. Tip just did more damage in one turn than I think I've ever done.
In this combat. Or, like, you mean you've never done that much damage, you think?
I don't think Oris has done... Yeah, total. I don't think Oris has done 17 damage in one attack before. I could be wrong, but I don't think he has. Maybe when I had Shatter.
Yeah. Alright.
Just need Fireball to complete me.
Anything else?
All those goblins are dead, so I'm gonna move back this... Well, I'll move this way in case Thea wants to get through.
Alright, next up is Thea, who's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to close the distance here and attempt to attack.
Our 2 tanks are attacking that goblin.
It looks like she's about to hit both times, but the goblin creates that green energy shield and both sword attacks bounce off of it, and she misses twice. She also is only on 34 health, so she's pretty wounded.
Oh, boo-hoo.
Alright. That brings us back up to the top, which is Andrew.
Who?
Sorry, Robert.
He's been stabbed.
He's dead.
It's time for the electric boogaloo of stabbing.
Explain that.
23 to stab with my poop. The non-hexed, almost dead individual.
Alright, that hits.
That is going to be 8 poopy.
Alright, it still stands.
In my turn.
Frito?
It's time for Frito to finish this man off. Here I go.
Here I go again on my road.
How about a 17? Does that hit?
17 will hit.
17 hitting on God. Let's fucking go. 16 damage. Ba-boom.
As you pierce this goblin's neck, and it starts to fall to the floor, you start to see the now familiar green buildup of energy, and I will need a intelligence saving throw.
It's going to be a 23.
All right. From you as well, Robert.
What kind of
Say intelligence.
intelligence? Well, it's going to be a 14.
You just passed, you lucky bastard.
Bastard man.
9, 11. You would have taken 11 points of damage as this creature's mental buildup of energy explodes out from it. But instead, in a similar fate to the one that was fighting Thea, all it does is kill its ally standing right next to it.
What a bitch.
As you see the goblin just like, slam its head against the wall, ears bleeding as it collapses to the ground, dead as well. All right. Is that the end of your turn, Frito?
Actually, I think since the other one bit the dust, I will go... Let's see, I can go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Perfect.
There's a wall there.
All right. Fuck, I keep forgetting that. Then I will just dash around and just be right there. Boom.
All right. At the beginning of the goblin's next turn, the goblins you saw guarding that Thea pointed out that were guarding the entrance come down from their watch and join the combat. So there are now more enemies. All right. We're going to have a bunch of melee attacks against Thea. These all have +6. Fuck, I moved my box and they all move, so I will have to re-roll my dice. Alright. Only one of them hits, and it does 10 damage, and Thea will have to subtract 4 from her next melee attack. Unfortunately, the next one's going to go in close distance with Frito.
Oh, load. Oh, load.
That's a 9, a 12, and a 13, which I assume all miss.
A 9, a 12, a 13?
Yeah.
Yeah, they all miss.
Alright. This other one is going to difficult terrain move over here, which I guess means Tip can have an attack of opportunity.
Yes, sir. Hit him with the tip.
Would a 17 hit you, Nick?
Yes, sir.
Alright. An 11 unfortunately won't be enough to hit them. So you're going to take 14 damage and have to subtract 3 from your next dice roll. That's a saving throw, or
I will uncanny dodge to take half damage.
or take 7. Alright. That brings us to Oris.
Hell yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna bonus action move my hex onto the guy attacking Frito.
Don't believe you can't see him.
Oh yeah, there's a wall. Can I see this guy?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I move it onto him and blast him.
Alright.
Those walls are not very obvious on the map, are they?
Yeah, I was gonna say, no.
No, they're not.
That'll be a 21.
That hits.
Wait, that's a 19 actually, because I accidentally rolled with the Wraith.
That still hits.
That'll be 11 damage plus, what is the hex damage? 1d6. So it'll be 16 damage.
16 damage. You see the goblin attempt the green shield thing again, and it just blasts right through it and damages anyway. You said 16, right?
16.
16. It now looks bloody. There's also a hex. Wisdom, you said?
Yeah.
Thea is going to strike the one you just Eldritch blasted. Is going to hit. A different one of the goblins attempts the green energy shield, which once again gets blasted through. We're going to do a level 2 divine smite on this. Thea is getting wounded and is therefore attacking harder and faster to try to end the combat. So we got 4, 10, 12, 17, 22, 28, 35, 40 damage.
Oh my god.
Yeah, when Paladins Divine Smite and they roll well, they fuck shit up. Another enemy decapitated, so I'm gonna need intelligence saving throws from everyone within 5 feet. So that'd be Thea, Tip, Burrito, and another one of the goblins.
14.
14?
4.
No, that's past 4, and I think a 5 from Thea? That's 5 from Thea. But Thea and Tip are going to take 1, 3, 6, 10 psychic damage.
Thank God for Nick's temporary HP.
Thea is now down to 14 hit points.
My.
You got this, Thea. You're fine.
That's going to bring us back up to Robert.
Alright, Robert's gonna step on these corpses, these footses, and he's gonna whip a shart at the rightmost goblin.
The wall is in the way, so it would be at disadvantage.
Oh, that is a wall.
Every single one of you has forgotten the wall was there.
Honestly, it just looks like a bench because there's so many tables. Yeah, I'll throw it at the one I can actually see. 24.
That will hit.
6 shart.
You mean dart damage.
It's a shit dart.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. It's covered in shit.
You dipped it in murky water and then pulled it out.
At the very least, yes.
Anything else?
Or come. No.
Frito, that is
The goon trough.
Oh, you're. I'm gonna attack the one to the north of me.
alright.
I subtract 3, right?
Yes.
So that's gonna be 14 to hit.
That does not hit, unfortunately.
And I'll try with the dagger. Do I subtract 3 from this one as well, or
Nope,
just that?
just your next one.
How about a 15?
15. That also will not hit, unfortunately.
Fuck. Okay. Can I disengage from this spot? Like, can I hop over here? Or would
Yeah,
this-
I'd allow that.
Okay, so I'll back up, but also be out of the way of Big Bobby.
Alright.
That's all I got.
Next up are the goblins. One is going to move to take this one's old spot. The other one is going to move over by the two of you. One is going to attack Tip twice and Thea once. Would a 14 hit Tip?
That's a good question. I think it does.
I think it does.
In 13 AC.
That does 8 damage. And Tip will now subtract 2 from his next attack roll or saving throw. It missed Thea. It got like a 18. Her AC is 20. Then it's going to attack Frito once and Robert twice. Does an 18 hit Frito?
And 18 will hit Frito.
And then will a 18 hit Robert?
Yes. I hits him with the staff of fuck you.
I guess it doesn't.
This
You
is an
take
absolute massacre that's going on right now.
11 damage, Frito.
Oh, uncanny dodge.
Alright, and you'll subtract 1 from your next attack roll or saving throw.
Sounds good.
Oris, that is you.
Alright, I'm gonna use my bonus action to have Tip disengage and fly 40 feet to get the fuck out of Dodge.
Alright.
And then I'm going to... So both of these guys are still alive, right?
This one's dead here,
Okay.
but this dude and this dude are still alive.
Alright, I move my hex onto him and try to blast him!
Alright.
That's a 9, so no. And I'm gonna run between these tables.
Alright, next up is Thea, who's going to attempt to hit. Hits with a 25. That's going to be a second level Divine Smite again. That's going to be 41 damage. And then she will attack again with no Divine Smite this time. Gets a 14 plus 8, which is a 22. And that will be 24 damage. Enough to bring the goblin down as another goblin is decapitated. I'll need to make a intelligence saving throw. She passes. The buildup of energy harmlessly passes off her as another goblin lies dead. She will then move and retreat a little bit. She is heavily wounded. That brings us back up to Robert.
You're getting stabbed, pal. There ain't no way around it. 14.
14 will not hit.
There might be a way around it.
Goblin deflects your blade with the scimitar.
Ah! And my turn.
Your turn. All right. Frito, that is you.
Time for me to kill this fucker. I subtract 1, so that's going to be 23.
That hits.
I'm hitting, and I'm quitting, as God intended. 8, 13, 15, 20 damage.
20 damage. Nice. Anything else?
No, that's all I got.
All you got. All right. Next up is the goblin. Is going to attack Frito 3 times. All 3 will hit you. With a 18, a 17, and a 21. That's going to be 8 damage, and then 13 damage, and then 8 damage again.
To me?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah.
Even with uncanny dodge, I'd still be down.
All right. We have one person unconscious. That brings us to Oris.
He hit you with the skull and crossbones, goddamn.
There's no great way to say bleeding out on the floor without saying this.
My God.
Am I allowed to stand where Frito's body is?
We've allowed it in the past, I believe.
Okay, I'm gonna go there, whilst moving my hex onto this guy and attacking with my Wraith Blade.
Attacking with your Wraith Blade, alright.
Because it's got a higher chance to hit, I got a natural 20. 28.
Nice. That's a 1 full damage block. 8,
So
right?
6 damage, plus 5, plus 2, and then plus the hex. So 16 damage.
That doesn't sound great. You only do a d6? I thought you did a d... Oh, you only do a d6? Damn. Oh yeah, actually using a shield. How much damage was that?
16.
16 damage. Nice. It now looks bloodied.
I'm gonna gut you!
Alright, anything else?
Nope.
Thea is gonna pull Frito's body out of the way and then cast Cure Wounds on you.
My God.
Bring you back up with 8 HP.
Let's fucking go. We back.
Right. That brings us back up to Robert.
You're getting stabbed this time, pal. It's over for you. 16.
16. That hits. Except green energy shield. Your sword bounces off.
Your days are numbered, pal. And my turn.
Alright. Frito, that is you.
Can I shoot a firebolt at it without getting disadvantage?
Yes.
Here I go. 19.
That will hit.
Let's go. Gonna do 11 damage.
Alright.
That's all I got.
Alright. Next is the Goblin. He's going to take 3 swings at Oris.
Quick, hand me the Staff of Defense!
Got a 12, a 16, and a 23.
Only one of those hit.
Only one of those hit. You take 8 damage, and you will have to subtract a 4 from your next attack roll or saving throw.
Damn.
It's your turn.
Okay, I guess I'm just gonna try to stab him.
Alright, give me a roll.
Unnatural 20 minus 4, 16.
That hits.
He's not gonna Jedi me.
No, he will. It would hit, but green energy shield flashes off of it.
That's the end of my turn.
Alright. Then it is Thea. Thea puts her arm on her chest and it starts glowing, and then thrusts out, and you see this golden energy radiate forth, and she is channeling divinity abjure enemy. So the goblin has to make a wisdom saving throw. And you didn't move your hex, did you?
I did.
All right, so it has disadvantage on this, correct?
It's a wisdom saving throw?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he does. Nice.
All right, that is a 11, and it needed to beat a 13. So for the next minute, or until it takes damage, it is frightened, and its speed is reduced to 0.
Lol.
And I think frightened gives you advantage, correct?
Take his toes.
Frightened. No, it does. You don't have advantage against it. It will now have disadvantage on us until someone damages it.
Open disadvantage style.
So that brings us back to the top of the round with Robert.
More like slobbert, am I right? You feel me?
Robert's gonna disengage before he goons all over me.
What? Oh.
Slip past ya boy and stand over here.
That's it. All right. Frito, that's you.
Easy. I'm gonna step back, 3-pointer, firebolt the bitch.
All right, give me a roll.
24.
That will hit. This also now breaks the frightened status on it.
I'm hitting a 10 on this fuck. I got a 9 and then a 1.
All right, it is still standing.
Oh, fuck.
It will now attack Oris 3 times.
I'm still doing the Gangnam Style dance.
All 3 will hit you. One is a 23, one is a 22, and one is a nat 20. So that's going to be 26 damage from the first one, and then 11 damage from the next one.
I'm down.
And 8 from the last one.
I have died.
Saving throw.
Saving throw?
As in death saving throw.
Oh, it's my turn immediately, right? 19.
Success. Alright, that is Thea, who's going to move forward and attempt to win this creature. Head gets cut off. You'll need to make an intelligence saving throw along with Thea.
I think I just take
Thea.
the damage, don't I?
I think so. That sounds right.
So I'm gonna taking damage is 2 failures, I think?
I think it's only 1. But Thea takes 11 damage as
it's only
the last goblin falls. She will also quickly use, now that we're sort of out of combat, her last cure wounds to bring you back up with 10 HP. That ends that slog fest of a combat.
Let's go.
Now this experience you're about to get feels much more worth what you went through
We
than
get 5.
than what you got for dealing with the 3 Drugar, which was like a walk in the park for you guys. 1400.
Easy.
Easy clap. Oh my god, that jumped us up.
Getting close to that level up.
You guys fought like 2 really big combats, and you're pretty close to leveling up now.
Just surrounded by dead goblins. Smells worse than the poop room now.
Are you sure about that?
No, it doesn't. You should go get your badger.
Robert's already sprinting to the Bessie room.
Sorry. Frito, with your passive perception, you notice there is nothing worth looting in this room. As Robert goes into the kitchen. Or do you just take the stuff down and walk in?
Yep.
Badger, more like bad
you
girl.
Walk in, and the badger turns and looks at you, and then playfully bounds over to you and sort of rolls over like a expecting belly rubs.
That was easy.
I rubbed the belly of the badger.
I don't know what sound a happy badger makes.
Perfect.
Yeah, the badger's happy to meet you.
It says, teach me how to do...
No, it's teach me how to bucky.
Fair.
No, I want to read this to you. This is literally what the book says. Bessie burrowed into the outpost through the pantry one day and has been the Enclave's best girl ever since. She's friendly to all and loves belly rubs.
This is incredible.
Right.
Wait. So the goblins had her as a pet.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, she has a goblin name tag around her neck.
So goblins can find things and not want to kill them. Good to know.
And they've had pet wolves before.
Yeah, but a badger's a little different, no?
That is fair.
She's a lot less wanting to eat me, so yeah.
It says something. I'm not saying goblins are good guys. I'm just saying it says something.
I was reading that. I'm like, oh, that's adorable. The best girl is just this giant ass badger.
The best girl in the world.
All right. So there is one more
Do we want Frito to try to lockpick this door?
I got this, fellas.
I'm sure there won't be a big bad guy in
Alright.
here that will kill us all because we're all on
Give me a roll.
single-digit health.
For sleight of hand,
Yes.
15.
15?
Mhm.
You get the door open and swing it open.
Swinging like my cock in the wind.
See
Oh my.
what appears to be a bedroom.
Where I'm gonna have sex. Yeah.
What?
Sex. Mm.
Is there a laptop on that desk?
No.
got
These
the
personal
PlayStation.
quarters contain a large plus 4-poster bed covered in silk sheets. Stone shelves bearing books and ornamental ceramic jars line the walls alongside dust-covered banners embroidered with dwarven runes. In one corner stands an elegant mahogany desk, up top of which is a map and several crumpled notes.
I'm gonna check that out.
Alright, people head on inside.
Investigation station the room.
Are you still playing with Bessie, or do you head in?
I'll head in and see if Bessie follows me.
You got a leader
She
with some
seems to
rations.
stay in the room with the food.
Alright, I'll take a big piece of food and try to coax her out into the bedroom.
Give me animal handling.
19.
Yeah, you successfully convince Bessie to follow you, and she sort of immediately jumps on the bed.
Alright, I sit on the bed, give her the food,
Alright,
continue to vigorously
Alright.
rub her belly.
so you're looking at the maps, correct?
Yeah.
Give me perception.
Perception. 19.
19. Alright, on a perception check, and then is anyone investigating?
I did investigation for 27.
27, okay.
Damn.
Looking at the map, you see it's a crudely drawn region of mountains with what you believe to be some foothills north of the mountains. But it doesn't have any labels on it. So it's hard to tell what was being depicted here.
Alright.
But with that perception, as you're glancing over the map, you notice to the north of you along the wall, you notice a bunch of runes. Anyone read Dwarvish?
Robert does.
I do not.
Do you point out the runes to anyone?
Yeah, I'll say, Robert, quit petting your hyena and look at these.
So looking at the runes, from left to right, they read Storm, Death, Light, and Wind.
I relay that they say a storm, death, light, and wind.
Wind? That's kind of like you, man.
It is.
Maybe you should touch that wound. Maybe you should touch that rune. And death. I mean, Thea
Sorry, what?
makes a lot of death. I'm gonna touch the death rune.
Alright, I'm gonna move out of the way for him to touch the death rune.
You touch the Death Wound.
Rune.
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Unnatural 20.
Alright.
You take half of 4 billion damage.
You take 8 necrotic damage, half to 4.
Nope,
That's
don't
just-
like that.
Energy comes out of the rune.
Yeah, don't touch these
invest-
runes.
Investigation man, Frito, you notice with that 20 investigation,
27, actually.
27, sorry. You notice that in the bed frame, there's a secret compartment that was used to store stuff in in case of like a break-in as a last line of defense. and you fiddle with it a little bit, and you get it open, and you find a dagger of venom and an elemental gem.
What the?
A dagger of venom. Oh my. And what was the gem called?
Elemental gem.
Is it blue sapphire, emerald, or yellow diamond?
Emerald.
Yellow diamond, is this Steven Universe?
What?
Oh, that's pretty cool. That's something to use in an emergency. I was just looking at the elemental gem, which Nick could also say because he can see it. It contains a one-off use of summon elemental.
Ooh. We could save that for the spider. Oh, wait.
Who's gonna
Brooks
tell?
at it.
Yeah.
Who has higher than a 15 passive perception, if anyone?
I do.
I have a 50.
That's what I thought. You have a 15 exactly? It's 12 and 13 for the other two. So, as you're now finally, like, over the initial search and everything, you start hearing your faint murmuring coming from one of the ceramic jars. Hey, you guys in the room, can you hear me?
What?
Oh my god.
I mean, yeah, but you're a jar.
Bessie's talking.
Which jar is talking?
It is a canopic jar, so it's just one of the jars on the bookcase. It's a smooth onyx black jar with geometric engravings inlaid with blue gemstones. Could you help me out? Could you open the jar so I can get out of here?
What are you?
My name's Holzdak Hollowelm.
Doesn't even know
You
his own name.
just made that shit up.
How would you?
You just made that
How
fucking
would you
name up.
pronounce Hjoldak?
H-J-O-L. Hjoldak.
Joldak. Yeah, Joldak.
Can I
Hello,
history
hello.
check that to see if it's a dwarven or a Dwargar name?
Yeah, go ahead.
21.
That's definitely a Drugar name.
Hold up, you're a Dwargar, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Maybe he should
Sorry.
stay in there.
You're a jar. You're a Dwarf jar.
I'm not a jar.
Well, you're in a jar. How'd you get in a jar?
The fucking mind flayers put me in here.
Maybe they can teach me how to do that.
Holy shit, he knows about mind flayers. Alright, buddy, you gotta promise to help us out if we let you out of this thing.
Of course.
I look around the party to see if they're like giving, like shaking their heads aggressively not to do it.
Give me a insight check.
18.
You know he is very earnest that he will help you, but you think he might know less than you hope.
Tell me everything you know about mind flayers. I'd say holding the
Let me
jar
out
up
of
to
the
my
jar.
mouth.
I'll tell you everything I know.
Okay, cool. Just tell me something that, like, hints at you knowing something.
My name is Joldak Hollowhelm. I know that. That's something.
Right, I mean more about the mind flayers. You're losing,
Well-
mate. You gotta pick it up.
Well, they invaded this place and took it over.
When?
It's hard to tell time when you've been stuck in a
You're in a
jar.
jar. Fair enough. Oh, fuck. Why did they put you in a jar?
I don't know why those sick bastards would do anything.
Are they here still?
I haven't heard or seen hide or heard of them for quite a while.
Have you seen the goblins?
There's only been one that comes in here. It's this gangly fellow with a gem stuck in the top of his head.
Ruxathid.
Ask if he knows where the king brain is.
Do you know where the king brain is?
I don't. I mean, whatever. Elder Brain originally sustained the Mind Flayer colony. Most likely still isn't here. I don't know where else they would be.
The elder brain.
So older than the king brain.
Yes.
I don't know anything about
Grand
it.
We're dealing with ancient darkness here, Robert.
Could you please let me out of the jar?
Sure, but what are you gonna do for me if I do let you out the jar?
I can tell you about the layout of the mine.
That's pretty good. Can you lead us to where we need to go?
Possibly.
Okay, cool. So you want me to take the lid off the jar, right? Not smash it.
Yes, please.
What happens if I smash the jar? Do you know?
I probably would also be free.
Oh. Well, which one would you want me to do? I mean, the smash would be more dramatic. You come into a... Or I could just open them.
Whichever one is more convenient for you, I guess.
Alright, I'm
Can we
gonna
suck
hold
more
it.
people into the jar if he doesn't smash?
I'm gonna hold the jar. There's another jar, right? Are there 2 jars or just one?
This is the only one that's talking. There's other jars.
I hand a non-talking jar to Robert.
All right. Okay, you can do whatever you want with that jar.
Alright, I'm gonna toss the jar as hard as I can up to the ceiling. And see if it
Alright.
smashes on the ceiling.
Give me an athletics check.
Okay.
You just dropped it.
18.
It hits the ceiling, comes back down on the ground, still intact.
Holy shit! Hold on. What'd you say your name was? Hold your horses?
Odor.
Holdak?
Bulldog.
I'm gonna pick up the jar. Holdak, this jar's not breaking.
Try harder, or try to unscrew the lid.
Okay. I mean, I hate to say the obvious thing here, but aren't you safer in the jar? Certainly we should...
In this jar for who knows how long. Please let me out of it.
What's 15 more minutes? You help us find where we need to go, you stay in the jar, and then we kill all the bad guys, and then we free you outside.
Or if you don't let me out, I tell you nothing.
That's fair. I'm gonna try to unscrew the jar.
Give me an intelligence check.
The king brain comes out of the jar.
A mind flare comes out the jar. 13.
You cannot figure out the lock holding it together.
Yeah, no, this thing is unopenable.
Thea holds out her arm. Can I try opening it?
Why? I mean, yeah, sure.
Thea
I just told you, it's unopenable.
Smashes it into the ground and it breaks open.
Oh my god!
You got a 26.
Holy fuck, you killed him!
Oh my god.
It's just the dude's ashes
As
in
the
there.
jar shatters, you see the ashes within start to bind itself back together into a Drugar shape, and Holdak Hollowhelm is now standing before you.
I reach my hand out to shake his.
He shakes yours back. It's a little weird feeling the ash of a long dead body shake your hand when it's once again occupied by its soul.
Oh, so it's the body. It's ash in the shape of a body.
Yes.
Wow, Holdak, you're quite the fella.
Thank you for freeing me.
Of course. I mean, I was joking the whole time. We were always gonna free you.
Well, I tried forever to get the Goblin to hear me, to let me out, but it never did.
It never heard you?
No.
Weird.
Sounds like Cap.
That suggests that the Goblin is not of its own mind and probably has similar symptoms to what we saw in the village.
I just don't know what village you're talking about, but
Neither do I. Alright.
whenever the Goblin came in, it always seemed distracted, poring over the stuff at its desk, and would leave in a manic rush.
Interesting.
Maybe they could use some slithers still.
Yeah, I agree.
You have
Holdak.
Slither still with you.
Yes.
You kind of look like you're made out of slivers still.
It's been so long. Do you mind if I take just a little bit?
Yeah, sure. You're the first Dwargar to not call me racial slurs immediately upon seeing me, so yeah.
He takes a few of the crystals, and they just slowly, absorb into his ash, into his body.
Into his ass.
Into his ass.
Holy shit. Holdak, you are incredible.
That's amazing.
So I'm not fully up on the lore of jars and shit. Are you gonna grant us 3 wishes, or how does this work?
I don't have the power to grant wishes, but I could give you access to the vault if you want.
Oh,
What you say?
I'll let us into your safety deposit box.
you're
It's not
Right.
possessed mine, but it was where we were keeping the valuables of the mine.
I don't know how much you remember since you were trapped in a jar for who knows how long, but could you tell us everything you know about everything?
Unfortunately, I know the layout of the mine. There's the upper floor and he describes to you the upper floor that you've just been through. I'm not gonna put that into words.
Sure.
And then there's the mine shaft that heads down, where we have some mining equipment to the north, and then there's the sulfur lava pools to the west of it. Sorry, east. And then south of that is where we're mining crystals.
Crystals. Tell me about crystals.
They're iridescent crystals that we would mine there that we would then use to power the machinery we created here.
But do they have their own powers, or are they just conduits?
They're very good conduits for spell casting.
Oh.
They're quite valuable to wizards.
You might not know this whole deck because you are a man of mystery, but do you think if someone were to, similar to this lanky goblin you were talking about, shove a crystal in their head that maybe, something would happen?
Well, if they didn't die instantly, I'm sure something would happen.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so, yeah. And so the mind flayers, they came through and, so are we dealing with mind flayers, or are we dealing with the remnants of a mind flayer's or adventure that now the goblins are partaking in? Probably mind flayers.
We're dealing with the king brain and his father, the elder brain.
From what I could hear and see whenever anyone would come into this room, the goblins were brought here as slaves by the mind flayers.
Oh!
But the mind flayers have long since left, and the goblins stayed behind.
Long since left as in the last year, last few years?
100 plus, perhaps? I've been in a jar, man. Time is relative.
Do you know how to trap people in jars? Just weird question.
No, I do not.
Not that we would.
I would.
I would.
Give me a history check. Just Oris.
14.
14. Alright. What little you know, and based off the conversation you had like a month and a half ago with your patron, you know that the Grey Ones have not been here en masse since the end of the war that Oberon and Nazar fought in.
Right. So that's probably how long ago he's talking about.
That is your conclusion.
Okay. Let me think. Okay. Holdak. I assume that we should expect more goblins down below.
Perhaps.
What's the most effective way to get down below? Is it the lift that we fixed, or is it the buckets? Please say the buckets.
I mean, both will get you down there. The buckets you would have to climb in, the lift you can just stand in.
Okay, we have to do the buckets because he knew exactly what I meant when I said the buckets, which means they've done it before.
Of course we've done it before, it's fun.
Excellent. Alright, buckets it is.
Maybe you're not all bad.
Stop, Robert.
What?
Just
No,
play with
should
your
I-
fucking didgeridoo or whatever that thing is.
Can I show you the
That
vault?
thing has a name.
Show me the what?
The vault.
Oh, is it up here?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, please.
He walks over to the 4 runes, and then in order from left to right hits storm, death, light, and wind, and a door opens up.
It's in order?
Yeah.
I thought the death one was just to kill... Well, whatever.
Please kill me.
And a vault opens up.
I run inside.
Alright.
Quickly, close
Looking
the door.
around, it
Trap
contains
me.
a multitude of ancient Drugar coins. It looks... the stale ale in this vault indicates it hasn't been opened in many years. Inside is a dust-covered assortment of coins, gemstones, and cloth. It looks like this has been untouched since the mine fell. You find 56 platinum pieces.
Oh, shit. Where do I add currency again?
Inventory.
And platinum is PP?
Yep.
Holy shit. Okay, 56.
350 gold, 189 silver, 304 copper,
Wow.
as well as some gems. You find 4 pieces of jade and 1 large Firerider stone. Additionally, you find 3 richly woven but dusty Drugar tapestries and a velvet brocade, whatever that is. I think it's a bro arcade.
Ah,
Hell
yes. Wait, how many Puridites were there?
Just 1.
Okay. And then what was the thing after it?
3 tapestries and a brocade.
Alright, I bring the tapestries and the brocade, my pockets slightly bigger than they were before, and I hand them out to the party. This is all I found! I guess I lay them on the floor and let them choose if they want them.
Robert yoinks the brocade.
That man's about to look drippy as hell. Frito, do you want some tapestries?
Ooh, yes, please.
How many are there?
3.
3 tapestries for your ass. Alright. I want to take a rest.
Are we gonna long rest then?
Yeah,
I want to
feel
open
like
the door
am.
in the top left to see if there's a pipe bomb behind it.
You open the door, and the stone of this outpost gives way to a floor of cool, packed earth. Barrels and crates crowd the space, and the smell of mildew is thick in the air. A small tunnel has been dug to the back of this pantry. This must have been where the badger came from, and this is the other entrance you saw.
Oh, wow, it is really small.
Alright, I'll go back to playing with Bessie.
Give me... Alright, Theo's going to investigate the area. Doesn't find anything.
I'll give it a
she
shot.
got a-
Unnatural 20.
Yeah, you find 2 potions of greater healing and 1 potion of psionic fortitude.
A potion of psionic fortitude. Yeah.
What does the potion of psionic fortitude do?
When you drink this potion, you have advantage for 1 hour on saving throws you make to avoid or end the charmed or stunned condition on yourself. Very specific. It's a black potion with flecks of pink and purple. I'm gonna give that to Robert.
This looks tasty.
Alright, I assume people are going to bed down for a long rest.
Oh shit, look, Holdak is here. He looks hilarious. Oh, that's incredible. Yeah, I'm gonna seeing as the bed is taken by a raccoon, I'm gonna sleep at the desk.
Look at this. Alright. Holdak just enjoys his freedom walking around while people take a long rest.
I assume he leaves the bedroom.
Yeah, he'll during your time he sort of explores the top floor of the mine.
Finds all the dead bodies.
Yes, and then he'll come back in when he's done with that. So everyone can take a long rest, and we are going to call it there for tonight.
Hell yeah, brother. Good shit. Oh my gosh. So mind flayers are involved. They enslaved goblins. Those goblins are completely different from the other goblins, but they've been infiltrating Phandelver for who knows how long. Mind flayers haven't been here in 100 years or so. More than that. But have somehow have an influence in the area, or maybe one came back. I guess we'll find out.
But this is our first sort of taste of high-level D&D at a prepared campaign.
Yeah, I feel like we handled the combat really well this time.
Yeah, I wasn't technically Holdak and the other Drugar you fought have all been ashen rites because they're made out of ash, containing the souls of dead people.
Oh.
I think the 3 you fought were supposed to be a much tougher challenge because they gave you roughly the same experience fighting 12 goblins did.
Yeah.
And the goblins definitely almost killed you a lot more than they did.
Yeah. Shout out to Thea for that one.
But this will be an opportunity for you to attune to the bracers, Nick.
Hell yeah, I already did. And now I need to find a good short bow.
And you have a better dagger now, too.
Yes, sir. I gotta charge it up, which is kind of whack, but it is what it is.
It's a little silly for my liking.
Honestly, this dagger of venom is better than the rapier of warning, because if I charge it where it has a poison, which remains on there for 10 turns or a minute, then if I were to hit with a sneak attack, I would do 1d4, 2d10s, and 3d6s.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
But you have to get poison is the thing.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
So right now it's not, but it will be.
Damn. I am
Unless anyone
determined...
has poison on them.
I don't think I do. I am determined to... We gotta go back to the snake. Oh wait, we killed it. I'm determined to get the animal type wrong every time I talk about Bessie. It's gonna be really hard not to say Bussy every time, too.
I'm gonna touch my bussy? What?
Bussy the raccoon.
What about hippopotamus?